Hi, this is Jim Starkweather with the KitMaker Network, and we have today a Cracking the Box with the new Kinetic kit RG-31. This is a MRAP, mine-protected armored vehicle. They call this one Mk.3 U.S. Army Mine-Protected Armored Personnel Carrier RG-31 Mark III. It is a 35th scale kit. This one includes some bonus figures and ground items, both the Master Box U.S. Soldiers Checkpoint Iraq figure set is included, as well as the Jay's Works, or the Jay's Work, I should say, Checkpoint Roadblock Equipment set. And that says it's a first-time production batch, so you won't see that probably forever with this kit, but it's included with it for now. Decals are by Cartograph, according to the box, by Bison Decals. The length is 168 millimeters, width 64 millimeters, and height 71 millimeters. It says 300 plus parts. This particular vehicle is actually made in South Africa by BAA Systems. It is in use from countries like the United States, Canada, Spain, the UN, the UAE, Colombia, Indonesia, and a few others. It's unique in that the bottom of the vehicle is kind of a V-shaped underneath. So I guess that's designed to kind of throw the blast away from the vehicle. So let's go ahead and crack her open, shall we? We've got a set of rubber parts. This one has some of the seat detail and other little car detail. Clear plastic, glass. Looks like they've got the holes for shooting through, that type of thing. One of the figure sets. I'm not going to go into these. I think we've reviewed them before, so I'll just maybe kind of give them a cursory look later. This is the Jay's bit that's included with the roadblock stuff. Again, I think we've already looked at that, so that's in a separate view. I can link to this. This piece is one of the lower, one of the back section detail. I believe it has like a back access hatch. This piece has the upper portion of the vehicle and some of the like the turret and some of the front sections. And here's the lower section with that distinctive kind of V. It's not quite a V, but it's more like a U. But it's angled. The bottom is angled. Really large pieces of sprue sets here. Photo etch is included. That's photo etch pieces. Decals. Looks like it's got some UN usage. There's a United States flag on there, so at least some US maybe markings too. And then the instruction sheets. They include the one for the single sheet for the U.S. checkpoint, Soldiers Checkpoint, the Master Box set, and the Jay's Work on the back. And then this instruction sheet is multi-paged, obviously, so 24 pages in all. See how it looks. They've got a parts overlay, and then it's just a simple step-by-step. Looks like they're fairly well drawn out. Line drawings here, nothing too complex, very spaced out. You could write notes in if you wanted to. It goes through the whole thing, obviously, to the end here, which includes, it looks like a decal and markings overview, final assembly. Here's the UN. So it looks like UN markings, U.S. Marine Corps markings, and unknown U.S. unit in Baghdad, 2006, I believe it says. All right, so let's take a closer up look, shall we? Okay, well, here's a close-up view at some of the sprue parts. You can see on here already the dashboard area, steering wheel, some of the seats, and other internal parts. Overall, I'd say this kit looks pretty clean. I don't see any excessive flash. Nothing that is going to stand out. There, no visible push pin marks on this side. Let's flip it over. Some on the back, obviously, in the hidden areas, as they should be. There's some hatches there, which do not have them on the reverse side, which is nice, I think, for opening them. So the seats look pretty interesting. They've got little kind of center bulges there, I guess, for kind of fitting in, or getting well seated, I guess, would be another way to put it. And then I think this is more dash area, probably the lower component there. Some of the smaller parts, some grab rails, fire extinguishers. Back hatch look pretty good. Here's some of the wheels. Look like pretty good detail there, and again some small little hooks and bits. Looks like this is the front windshield, or I believe it is. The front bumper. And here's one of the doors. Here's some antennas. Again, some more windows. Those would be this size. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. And some little bit parts on. There's some very, very fine gear
Here's some
work
parts
here.
up close, so you can see there's some little fine gear work on this piece, which is nice. And again, similar piece there. I believe this is part of some winching portion of the mechanicals there. Here's some close-up shots of the wheels. And again, some small parts here. And here's some of the detail on that back hatch. Here's the 50 cal up close. Here's the top turret section. It's even got detail on the underside, which is nice. Top hatch, or one of the hatches. Again, some of the smaller mounting, I think.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the
cal.
clear plastic. Since the vehicle has a lot of it, the armored glass. It's very thick. You can see the thickness there pretty well. And then here's the... blow that off, see if it'll come off. Looks like there is a scratch on this piece already. But yeah, they've got the kind of, armored holes to fire through, I assume. But most of this looks pretty good, and probably things like those scratches could be polished out. Upper section to the vehicle includes the hood already essentially on there. I don't see any engine parts, so there's no engine included with this that I can see. Sorry, I can't really get in there a better angle unless I clip it off, which would be a potential possibility. And I believe those are the... No. Yeah, I believe those are the front fenders. These are the fronts. The little openings you're seeing have doors. They're for, I assume, tool and part storage. And here's the front grille. The lower cover chassis underguard, I guess you could call it. And again, looks like I think there's a piece that goes over this, so this is probably
here's some of the
hidden.
suspension bits, the leaf springs, and again, some of those transmission bits, axles and so forth. That's one, and then there's another one here. Muffler, more probably suspension parts. It all looks pretty clean. Again, I'm not going to say uber detailed, but competent, and it looks like a fairly detailed, in terms of just number of parts, anyways, build of the vehicle. Not sure there's a lot to show here, but I don't see any name labeling, anything like that. There's nothing in... I was going to say there's nothing on the box about it either. So, and here's one of the other pieces that's included with some various black parts, rubber parts, which again include UN and maybe US markings. I guess Marine markings and UN markings according to the instructions. Unifil 422. So here's the photo etch, and you can see my webcam graphics actually are lights. It's got lights on either side, and they're reflecting off of it, so it's kind of giving you the weird blue thing. All right, well, I hope that gives everybody an idea about what's included with this kit. We'll probably have this off to someone for a more detailed review shortly. Just consider this kind of a preview / unboxing video. And leave your comments and suggestions below. Thanks for watching.